This is just a little point and shoot camera that I had laying around. I converted this to be sensitive to infrared light. I did that by taking the camera apart and pulling out the IR filter, which is just a little rose-colored piece of plastic that sits in front of the image sensor. Digital camera sensors are all sensitive to infrared light, so they have to use a filter to cut out the infrared light so that you don't see it from the sun or various sources. I just used this little set of tools to take apart the camera. This is pretty cheap on Amazon. It has some Phillips, flathead, star, safety Torx, and a little pry tool that come with it. I just bought this Ultrafire A100 IR flashlight off of Amazon. I bought this because it has a zoom function, so you can kind of change the width of the beam, and we'll see that in action when we go outside. But this was one of the cheapest IR flashlights you could get, and it's actually the best one for doing something like this because of the focusable beam. I had a couple other IR flashlights that I bought, and one was well over $100, and it didn't work as well as this one did for what I was using it for. Links to this stuff will be in the description of the video if you want to buy this flashlight or buy this little toolkit. But let's go outside and we'll see what it looks like. So here we are just out in my yard. You can see that there is just about nothing you can see, but let's turn on the infrared flashlight. Alright, and now here we have the infrared flashlight turned on. And this is basically pitch black. I cannot see anything. And I'm just kind of following the camera with my flashlight. Can even see the shadow that casts with the infrared light. This is more of like if you were looking on land, but you can see you can get quite a bit of distance, but if you zoom the flashlight in all the way, you get a really tight spot of light. But as we bring it back out, can definitely see a lot more. I've got the flashlight off right now to show you something else interesting you can do with this camera. So I've got a security camera on the peak of my house, and I'm just kind of moving throughout the yard, but you can actually use this to spot most security cameras at night because almost all security cameras have an infrared light, so you can kind of start to see some light. Keep going. Oh, look what I found. Oh, there's a security camera. And it is pitch black out here. I can't really see anything. But if you shine this camera just around in a general area, if there's a camera, you'll probably see something like this. It's also pretty easy to use this camera to get around in the dark. I've just kind of got it pointed down at the ground. And I'm going to just turn on the flashlight, and you can see that it's pretty much its spot right now. I just light it up. You can look at my feet. You're in the dark, you step on something, and just kind of make sure there's nothing in your path in front of you. We're back inside now after testing out the camera. I was pretty happy with the results. I think that the zoomable flashlight is pretty good to have because, as you can see, it definitely changes your field of view and changes what you can see. I think a fixed flashlight probably wouldn't be quite as versatile when you're doing something like this. If you have any questions about how I took apart the camera or anything we went over in the video, ask them in the comments and I'll try to respond. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my videos, hopefully coming soon, please subscribe.